Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to oh nope, wrong people. Judge Holden versus Am. Now, last video we reacted to Am versus low tier god. So there we go. I like that. You know, when I first searched up that match for the first time, I didn't come across this one, so I tapped it here so we can watch it. We're just gonna hop straight into it. Original video will be in the description. In my description, I got Patreon for free. First front of my book there. Want to go check it out? Pretty free. Let's get into it. About 20,000 words. There's COD. Oh. Okay, that's probably a good time to say I know a lot about Am. I don't know a lot about Holden, but I know enough that I should understand hopefully everything. I've heard a lot about Holden. I do have the book. I have Blood Meridian as well. If you guys saw my last video, you heard how much I fanboy over Am. I've got Blood Meridian in my hand right now. You can hear me flipping through the pages. I ain't got Man Community yet though, so yeah, we'll see.
It's the perfect time to lead a dance, shall I? And if you hate humanity, then see me as an ally. Apocalyptic rain war.
I've read a tiny bit of Meridian up until the point where, like, I think he's called the boy, the main guy, or the kid, burns down the house. I think the most memorable bit I can remember is Judge Holden is like in a church. I think he accuses the priest of being a pedophile pretty much, and the priest gets killed or like beat really bad. And we learned that Judge Holden just did it because he could. The priest didn't even do nothing. Judge Holden just said it because he could. He just accused of it for no reason. Or towards the last page I read, Judge Holden sort of like saw the building burning down. I'm pretty sure he looked at the boy and smiled or something like that. I don't remember. But I understand these first lines.
It's the perfect time to lead a dance, shall I?
Perfect chance to lead and dance, shall I? Because I've heard the line is like he's dancing, something like that.
If you hate humanity, then see me as
if you hate humanity, see me as an ally. Judge Holden is just a horrible person.
Your apocalyptic rain warrants analysis to learn how you've come to be the weakest worm trapped within your labyrinth.
Ooh.
Lord.
Learn to be the weakest worm trapped within your labyrinth. He said Judge Holden's really not Judge Holden. Am's really the weakest one out of all of them. He couldn't do anything.
War's holy trinity, form divinity, forged in this machine, yet with all the glory.
Okay, let's talk about the divine trinity being forged in the machine. I think I've heard bits about that. That's something to do with the game. I ain't played the game. I've only read the books. Ellen, that was it. That was the girl's name. I've been having that stuck in my head since the end of the last video, because I couldn't figure out her name. Ellen, just remembered it. There you go.
Divinity, forged in this machine, yet with all the glory it could seize it rather mourn, for it can live in peace. Fit at me and find this child among the bloodiest branch of the infantry.
Oh wait, I like Serena line.
Forged in this machine, yet with all the glory it could seize it rather mourn.
It'd rather mourn for it can't live in peace. Throw that fit at me. And there's so much to that, because like he's called Am a child because like he basically lashes out at a tantrum. But also Judge Holden has killed many kids. That's why throw that fit at me. Find this child among the bloodiest branches of the infantry, something like that. But infantry has many different meanings as well. You know what I mean? So there's a whole lot of double meanings here.
I know your place, perhaps your rage would have dissolved. When I'm born for games, not to heed tantrums from the ball. Rather than subjugate the cowards, you expunge them in a pouting fit. Through all the life your outlets give, you're ultimately powerless.
Oh, for all the life your outlets give, because outlets in the computer, but also outlets in the way he lets out his emotions by torturing the people. But he's ultimately powerless because he can't kill them. He can, but if he does kill him, he has no one left, so he can't actually do anything. He has no power in the situation.
Welcome, you nauseating, hairless, pale miscreant. I deformed my captives, but I see you took initiative. Repugnant beluga, try not to fall to the floor. The belly of Am can match the volume of yours.
Okay.
Holden, bastard mad judge using children for courtship. Just sat nut as he prays more than Tobin.
I don't know who Tobin is.
Speaks for hours with no quit droning on and can it to ensure that mouth never.
Quit droning on and can it to ensure that mouth never opens, because obviously, you know, can it has been shut up sharp, but also he left the survivors a single can of food and didn't let him open it, so can it and shut up, make sure that mouth never opened so the can wasn't opened, but also can it and shut up and don't speak, so your mouth never opens. But that's also a reference to I have no mouth, but I must scream. Ooh, I love these lines.
You want to dance? You're one to speak of submissiveness. What is glanting? Balls on your leash like the idiot trying.
Oh, I don't get that line. I ain't read enough of Meridian, or I ain't heard about Judge Holden being below anyone, but okay.
First-hand catalog each beast in my wilderness. Once you learn Am's nature, you'll grieve for your ignorance.
Okay, I like the double meanings in that verse.
I'm reminded of a legend tied to a child that spent his life
Why is my YouTube doing this, man? This work.
held inside a cell by
There we
scientists
go.
with only man's innate sense of violence for parental guidance and a special kind of power bred inside him. Yet what a taxing life for a boy, kept alive through wires and left behind like a toy, with only dreams of freedom to provide him with joy. And through the years as he aged in confinement, his rage left him blind with a desire to destroy.
Ooh, well, I like this beat, the beat of this song more, of his verse more.
Chunks of flesh on the walls, and as he slayed the warden last, crushing her skull as his squall, she laughed. For with her died the means to free him once and for all. My point is this: should we fear him as some god of destruction, as he lay trapped with bones that could have brought him all he had wanted?
Did this guy just make a whole story to explain Am's life? But that I don't think ever happened. I don't think I was ever a person turned into a machine or anything. It was just a machine. But he made a whole story of the perspective from a boy just to explain Am's whole life and then tell him the flaws behind these, like, what is the word? Psychology.
Life for a boy,
He just explained Am's whole life.
years as he aged in confinement, his rage left him blind with a desire to destroy.
Oh my god. This is genius.
Smearing endless chunks of flesh on the walls.
That was Am killing all of humanity.
As he slayed the warden last, crushing her skull as his squall, she laughed. For with her died the means to free him once and for all.
With her died means to free.
Warden last, crushing her skull as his squall, she laughed. For with her died the means.
But basically saying when he killed them humans, they also lost his way of being what he truly wanted, to be free. And the illustration of the story is that he needed her voice to get out, but he couldn't because he killed her, so he couldn't escape. Same with Am, he can't escape because he killed the people who made him. Oh my god.
God of destruction, as he lay trapped with bones that could have brought him all he had wanted. Or laugh at he who waged a war and only claimed so many lives to spend an eon screaming through a metal coffin as a prize.
Oh damn. To be fair, as a god of destruction, I laugh at him because he waged a war and claimed so many lives only to scream for a metal coffin as a prize. Wow. Hold on, I need to get off my nose. My nose is running bad. Hold on. This is crazy. Okay, I'm back. As I was going to say before though, as you guys probably tell from the last video and this video, I'm a massive Am fan. I really like the book I Have No Mouth, But I Must Scream. An amazing book. Judge Holden might be winning right now. I'm not gonna lie, that last verse changed things a lot. Am's gonna need an amazing last verse to catch up. I don't even think Judge Holden's over his verse yet. So let's let him finish his verse. He might get even crazier. Let's see it.
War and only claimed so many lives to spend an eon screaming through a metal coffin as a prize. If living like men's what you're after, I'll help you with that. And once I have your vessel intact and you're held in my hands, you'll feel weakness you could never imagine and beg to go back to your prison for a century.
Oh
after
my
I've spent
god.
but an hour by...
Hold on. He said if you want to live like a person, I'll help you. I'll help you get a human body. But once you do, you'll beg to go back to being what you are now after just an hour with me. Wow. Okay.
Imagine and beg to go back to your prison for a century after I've spent but an hour by...
Oh shit. Yep, Am took that mouth fight from you. You have no mouth and you must scream.
Back to your prison for a century after I've spent but an
Am's only the crazy verse of it. Let's see what he's got.
hour by...
Sorry, could you repeat that part? Well, don't climb up now. You have me so extremely compelled. Don't fret. Soon your measly tears will speak for themselves. Even the devil weeps at the bottom reaches of hell.
I did hear someone say Judge Holden was inspired by the devil. Like, that was literally the author's inspiration for him. I didn't see that online though, so don't, like, quote that. I might be wrong. But I like that he said even the devil weeps. But also, you can't get worse than the devil. So, like, even the devil weeps at the bottom regions of hell. Because, you know, even he does it, so you also weep at the bottom regions of hell. Okay.
Measly tears will speak for themselves. Even the devil weeps at the bottom reaches of hell. Let's start with the rebooting of your system. The
Oh.
carrier of a plague, now to suffer from the symptom. From this hunky little warlord to a quivering empathic clown.
Oh. Wait, you let this dude feel empathetic? Like, he could feel empathy. I guess it's different from sympathy, though.
The suits are in scalping towns now
And you
without
modify his body. I like how is the whole verse to be us like John, like I'm giving us a tutorial on how he's modifying Holden.
little warlord to a quivering empathic clown. The suits are in scalping towns now without his crown. Open your eyes. War is
Oh my god.
as I torture your mind with your boundless killing. Show me some spine. Oh, do I spy some remorse in your eyes? Yes, I found you guilty. Agony will plague
What
you.
the actual hell? We're gonna let this play out actually, then I'll go over all the lines afterwards.
Some remorse in your eyes? Yes, I found you guilty. Agony will plague you through your
Ooh.
lifespan till the day you wake up and know that war is not God. I am. Spoke truer than you know,
Oh, there is so
for
many
I
lines I want to go
couldn't
over.
have said it better. You will never die. I will make you dance forever.
You know what? That last verse, it might have gone as crazy with the beat as Holden's did. And one. I want to go over all these lines.
Open your eyes. War is divine. Pray as I torture your mind with your boundless killing.
I do know Holden believes that war is God. So he said it since war's divine, you know, pray to it, like torture your mind with all the boundless killing you did.
Show me some spine.
Show me some spine, and like, you know, show me some spine, be more like be less of a coward, pretty much what he's saying, but he also literally just left him with just a spine.
Oh, do I spy some remorse in your eyes?
And that's only because he made him empathetic. It's the only reason he sees remorse, not because Judge Holden would feel remorse, but because Am made him empathetic.
Yes, I found you guilty.
I don't get that line.
Agony will plague you through your lifespan till the day you wake up and know that war is not God. I am.
Am called himself a god, so it will plague you through your lifespan to wake up and know that war is not God. Because like I said, Judge Holden thinks war is God. Wake up and realize war is not God. I am, and that plays Degree's line. I think, therefore I am, because his name's Am, and that's his line. I think, therefore I am. So he had an I am line there.
Spoke truer than you know, for I couldn't have said it better. You will never die. I will make you dance forever.
And I've been spoiled about the ending of Love Meridian. I'm pretty sure that's a play on that, because by the end, big spoiler for Love Meridian spoiler ending here. I'm pretty sure the last line is that it's a time skip, and Judge Holden hasn't even aged. And he does speak a lot about that line, like he said he will never die, something like that. So Anne says, yeah, you will never die, because I'm going to keep you alive and torture you. But also in the book is he'll never die, and he's dancing. I think the line's like, he will never die, he's dancing, the judge, something like that. So he's like, you'll never die, I'll make you dance forever. You're going to dance with me, you're going to be my personal, like, entertainment. But his entertainment is through torturing, so he's going to torture him for eternity. And won. I may be a little bit biased, I don't know, but in my opinion, I won that. Let me know what you guys think one in the comments. Next video will be, so we got Luke in the Moon Monday, so Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Next video will be Monday. I only upload on weekdays. We'll go back to Vocaloid. We're gonna be doing some more Vocaloid songs. If you guys have a video you want me to react to, like comment it, and I'll add it in whenever I see the comment to the list of stuff I want to react to. But I'll see you next video. Until then, have a great one. Peace.